Court's computer. All right, welcome, guys. Some of the guys didn't pop in yet. If they do, they will. If not, and you're watching this replay, welcome to the second edition of our group calls for the fall. Today, I'm going to go over a few cool things. Before we do that, there's David. I want to make sure we go through some quick wins, and then I'm going to go into what I think is going to be the best thing to help you guys out over the next 8 weeks. I'm going to start off with my win, and I finally was able to bench press 225. I know it's not a lot of weight, but 225 for 4 reps by myself at 46. Usually I could get
Woohoo.
to, you know, can these guys hear us? But I actually got it up 4 times, and I know that it's totally due to the fact that it's the creatine. I know I'm training frequently. I'm just texting our staff member. Um, I know it's got to be the creatine because I'm taking so much of it and I'm taking it consistently and I'm lifting heavy and I'm going like literally heavy lift, and then I'll just sit down and pull up my stopwatch and go bang and just sit. Or I'll do like a bench press and a deadlift and then I sit. So for David watching, you got to follow that. For someone else watching, for Scott, for Justin, for someone trying to shred, that's where you're going to go movement, stopwatch, boom, jumping jacks. So if you're going to do jumping jacks and you're 46 years old, then you're doing 46 jumping jacks. If you're 50 years old, you do 50 jumping jacks. So that's what I've been doing. And I got 4 reps up by myself. And then my buddy came to spot me. So I'm like, that's a win. Justin, what's your win, homie?
22 days straight, 10K.
Wow, really?
Mm.
22 days for real?
23 by the end of today.
Beautiful. I love that. Hold on, let me just draw something for you. Here, Michael Jordan, baby.
You're
That's my
so funny.
son's basketball number. I'm really proud of you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Because I've sometimes had to break balls and kind of spy and find out where you're at.
Yeah, no, I know. I know.
No. Scott, give me a win, brother.
Um, well, I got down under 240, so that was
Nice.
a big win.
And what was your starting again? Remind me.
249.
So those 9 pounds were like itching you to get under it.
Yeah,
Mm.
well, it was 13 pounds of fat gone as of Friday. So
Nice.
in less than 8 weeks.
I love this. I'm writing down these wins, man. So we got 23 days. I'm putting them in the chat and then I can just copy them after. So wins, win wall, baby. Um, okay, Ronquillo, what's yours?
I would say my win is that I measured myself for the in-body scan
Yeah.
and I weighed 166. And when I started at PMF like 5 months ago, I was 155. So that's
Wow.
it's
Hold
a
on,
big win
hold
for me.
on. David R. Hold
I
on.
have I still haven't put it in the
You
login yet.
have to. And I'm gonna break
I
all your balls today because I want stats and data.
I
So
know, I know I'm a bit lacking there, but trying
hold
to
on,
get
got
better.
Jack started at what? One.
Uh 155, I believe.
Okay,
And
Manny, we'll see 155. Manny had to jump out. I think something happened with his appointment. And now, how much you weigh now?
166.
Ooh, love it. For an ectomorph, you guys don't know what that feels like. That
Uh,
feels like, yes, I lost 30 pounds. That's what it feels like to gain that much weight. Good for
uh.
you, bro. And
Thank
then
you.
Julian, what's up? Talk to me. Give me a win. Gotta unmute yourself, homie. Ask to unmute.
Okay. Hey,
What?
Dimitri. Yeah, I'm driving in my car, so I thought you'd unmute me, but
Oh, I didn't know I
quickly.
can do that. I just clicked you unmute. All good, bro.
Okay.
Give
Uh,
me a win,
well,
homie.
well, this is kind of a weird win because the way I'm going to describe it, it's well, uh, so here's the thing. I kind of been struggling since Halloween with diet. Needless to say, chocolate candy, not a great thing to be around. Definitely
Yeah.
my weakness with the kids around.
Okay.
So here I'm thinking, my body's going to be utter crap come Sunday. So I was like 200 last week. This week I was like 201.234. I'm like, okay, that's expected. The muscle mass did go up a bit, so like 0.23. And the thing I was worried about the most, fat, it only went up like 0.456. So I'm
Nothing.
like,
It went from 21% to 21.4. The lowest you got was, I think, 20.9 from, let's retract, guys, 37.6. Oh, so nothing bad happened. I think it's a good win. If anything, your lean mass went up. So his
yeah,
lean mass is still going up. If I go to his fat mass, okay.
okay,
Fat mass tilted down. You went up and you tilted down now. So all good, bro. I'm gonna say, despite Halloween and a slight bump up, still
yeah.
maintaining.
And I guess there's a little life lesson in that too, is that for like the most minor problems, faults, things that you think are going to go like wrong and shit, generally they may not be as bad as you think they are.
Of
We
course.
might inflate them in our minds and think
Yes,
the
bro.
worst when in reality they will usually turn out not.
Stop inflating your negative thoughts. I like that. I'm gonna make notes here because really, if your kid was sick tonight in a hospital, that's a problem. If you
Yeah,
got rear-ended and as much as you want and you're trying to get lean and you lost some weight and Scott dropped weight and now you got a broken femur, that's a problem. But thinking about shit that's not really a problem and making it a problem is just you stressing about the future. So I'm glad we went over that. I'm going to go through a quick little note here and then I want to bust up my detective hat and show you guys how wicked I am. So that's right. I'm going to go here and here's what we're talking about today. So this is going to be the recap. So whoever gets the recap, they're going to say thank you. I'm saving this document. So if you guys have it, the recap will always be there. This was last week's, and the information goes here. So whoever jumps on board and misses it can catch up. I only think it's fair. And now going for a 10-minute intro takeaway. So I want to talk to you about the importance of consistency over intensity. Okay. We got 8 weeks till the New Year's. So building sustainable routines versus short bursts of effort. Okay. Right now, we got November, December. Everyone's doing two things. They're either starting to not give a shit and just starting to like enjoy the holidays. Let's get fat. Let's just enjoy, go out. Or they're like, no, man, I'm using this is time for me. And Dimitri said, this is time. It's not the holidays ain't making you fat. The holidays and the mistletoe ain't opening up a trap door with sugar in your mouth and locking you down, right? It's you. So there's a 14-day challenge that I'm starting for people that don't know me. I got family and friends involved. We got members of the gym. And basically, as of the 8th of November, you're committing to four things that make you a solid alpha male, alpha female, alpha baby, alpha youth, right? And the things that I'm telling people to do, you already are supposed to be doing it. The only difference is now it's going to be to finesse. So for some of you guys, you'll be like, oh, this is easy. I'm already doing it. But I've added a few things. For some of you, you may be doing it really well, but now we're going to put the last part, which is the accountability part, to share it. And then for some of you watching this, who watched the last video replay, and you ain't doing none of this stuff, but you truly want this, this is meant to help you. Because the goal is to make sure that you never think the program's failing you. The program don't work. The app don't work. The philosophy don't work. All the shit works, but you got to do the work. if I want to go learn Spanish and I want to go live with David, I'm gonna have to like either pick up a book, open up SpanishLingo.com, watch some fucking Jennifer Lowe. I gotta start doing the work. Whether I want to speak Spanish, I gotta do the work. So for anyone not doing the work, you can't accept the result, right? So what I'm thinking of doing here is we're gonna refine down. And over the next 2 weeks, you will make sure that your workouts are not missed at all. And if you need to miss a workout, it's going to be either because you're too sore. So here's the criteria. You did a workout in the app, or Julian goes, is someone texting me? Because I keep hearing boo boo. I don't know if it's me. Man, he can't talk. No. Okay. I'm just going crazy. So one, it's a workout in the app or in the studio. Two, it's 10K steps. So Justin's like, yo, I couldn't get to the gym, bro. I couldn't do it at home. My wrist is hurting. I got 10K steps. You succeeded. Or it's a perform a daily flexibility recovery. So we may have some freaks in the program like Scott that are nuts and they're 2 timers a day and they're doing morning and evening. But one day he's like, you know what? I just do not want to work out. I've went 4 days straight. I've gone 10K steps straight. I'm going to do a recovery workout. So a recovery workout, sometimes three. Holy crap. See what I mean? This guy's nuts. But he's an example to younger guys that if you can't even get one workout done, you suck, right? And I like telling younger guys this. No offense to anyone in the group. Yeah, recovery works are good. But anyone that I would meet in their 20s or 30s that can't get one workout two per week, I'm like, bro, you need help. So it's either one of those, and then what I'm going to do is um, I'm gonna have one of my team members upload to all of you guys. You already have a 10K step habit. There's gonna be a read plus read and review 10-minute habit that you got to click on every day, which is the most important one. Logging your meals, you guys are already doing it. If you're not, you're just gonna get better at it, right? For my buddy Yaroslav, who's gonna watch us tomorrow, you're just gonna get cleaner and log the carbs as well, not just the protein, right? Personal growth. This is the biggest mover. This is the needle mover. This is 10 minutes of growth. So 10 plus 10 is 20. This is 10 minutes of reading. I just finished reading, it's upstairs, Dr. Gabriel Lyon's book, Forever Strong. I made 3 podcast episodes from it. She's badass. It's all about muscle-centric medicine. All the new information that I'm going to be giving you guys is all based on it. And I feel like amazing. And I got my next one's ready to go. They're ready to go. So I usually buy 6 books at a time so I can be excited, because when I smash one book, I'm like, okay, next month, next book. So we've got to read 10 minutes a day. I like sometimes read before bed because it helps me kind of get tired and shut down. But then you also need 10 minutes of planning. So for 10 minutes of planning, for some of you guys, I want you planning this. In case some of you guys don't have this, or you haven't gotten this done, now's the time to pick up slack. All of you guys have one of these documents in your success journal. And I kind of put like what I need for help for social media to remind me on which specific days, rest, recovery, transformation posts. But more importantly, I'm blocking my day out. So check this out. I usually take my son to basketball now, and I even found a way to get an additional 2 workouts in, because Friday we don't do this no more, and we don't do this no more, right? So now his basketball practice is 6 to 8. So now at 7, guess what? I go to a local community center and I bought membership. So now I can train every day. And I look forward to these evening workouts. This one's going to be train at community center. It's garbage. It's not like my club. It's not pretty. But guess what? I get it done. And when I train there, it's perfect. I don't got no staff. I got no clients, no members bugging me, earphones, hat, like I used to when I competed. rock music, rap, hip hop, whatever it is, loud, my stopwatch, my
Don't
water.
forget your house, Dimitri.
What's that?
Don't forget your house, Dimitri.
Well,
You
gotta
honor your
have
house
house
lover.
music, but just no Euro. Not when I'm
No
training.
euro.
No Euro. So I got my BioSteel with me and I'm ready to go, right? But if you need 10 minutes before you go to bed, plan this shit. Go through and like look at, okay, my men's only call. It doesn't happen there. It happens when? Here. Boom. So I'm going to put here food prep and then men's call bi-monthly. You constantly refine this. So now, like, there should be no reason why Saturdays I leave open because my wife is going to be like, yo, you're going to do what the family does Saturday. So I leave it open, right? But if you don't have time to do this, you're going to be stuck. So this is one area of planning you can do, or it could be just your next day agenda. What I like doing is just opening up my agenda, and I really like looking at what are 3 things I want to get done tomorrow, and then I'll literally line up from 8 o'clock till 11 o'clock every hour. I know this is basic shit to everyone, but if we're not doing it and we're not logging 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, like what are we doing every hour? You get home at night. I asked the guy yesterday, I go, you want to go to bed early? What do you do? Well, after dinner from like 10:30 till 1, I'm scrolling. I'm like, fuck, bro, hop on the fucking treadmill and scroll while you're on the treadmill walking. Get your 10,000 steps. You guys like, really? I'm like, yes. He's like, at 10 o'clock at night? I'm like, yes. Instead of sitting down eating shit, right? And then using your tracking tools, the apps and the journals to maintain success. Don't look at your goals that you have. And for some of you watching the replay, forget the goal. Look at 14 days of solid logging. And then I think we should log it like this. So I'm going to dump 2 of these versions into the chat. You guys can copy them from the chat and then just put them in your phone wherever you want, right? I kind of wanted, I told ChatGPT, give me a version that's like Spartan based and it's only got emojis that have to do with being a soldier. So there's your gratitude, BCAs and 3 liters of water, one workout, one run or a walk every day, food, 225 grams of protein, track your food, sit and hold my wife or kids for 10 minutes. This is an important one. Okay. For you, it could be, I don't know, something different, but family related. Brain dump and plan tomorrow. There's my 10 minutes of planning. There's my reading. There's my nutrition, there's my training. So you can take these if you want to mimic them, if you want to put your own. I don't give a shit. But what I do care about is that you log something in the group, right? So you're going to put this in the WhatsApp group chat. So depending on how many people are starting, um, whether if it's men or women, I'll either create a group and I'll set something up, or if it's just us and I'll keep it with us regardless. But for now, start dumping it. So for today, if I had to do mine right now, spiritual, I did. Hydration, crushed it. I got this much left for 3 liters. Did I train? No. So I never trained today. Why? I'm too sore, man. I'm an ecto. I'm really beat up today. I can't train. But I got my steps in. I'm at like 7,000 steps. Food, I'm literally, yeah, man, I should have crushed it today. So 101 plus my last meal of 50, 150 plus I had a shake. I'm at about 210 grams of protein. This one here, I'm gonna go do this right after the call. That way I can get that in there. And then growth, I'm gonna do for sure. And this one here. Okay. And that's what I think is gonna be the most important thing. Now, how we can make sure we look at that, we look at overcoming plateaus, okay? And understanding how to. So this was going to be what I was going to talk about next week or this week, but since we're at the time now where I ask you guys to tell me some questions, I want to show you how we can overcome plateaus using the app. So who wants to go first? That's stuck or's got a question that I can go through your app and show you exactly what the hell's going wrong and how to change it. You tell me, or whoever's got a question first, let it roll. Excuse me. Don't all jump at once now. Who's stuck and needs a little bit of a bump?
Uh, is anybody gonna go first, or should I,
You gotta go
lead?
first, bro, because you're Julian. You're the Spartan.
Oh, great. More like Spartan general sometimes. But okay. Well then I guess I will ask a question then.
Yeah,
I may need some more in-depth stuff one-on-one with you on the side, but
that's fine.
so I have sort of changed gears here,
Yeah,
and I'm now sticking to more mesomorph type stuff.
yeah,
And that's after some feedback from you, King. So can you kind of describe the food, the nutrition?
yeah.
What is the difference between eating as an endomorph in the meals
Mm-hmm.
structure and the mesomorph?
Wicked question. See, I like it when people have balls because when they ask
Yeah.
questions, then it creates education. So, understanding one thing about the somatotypes is this. The biggest thing you got to wrap around your head is metabolism and genetics, meaning the joint structure. So you originally thought you're endomorphic, but then if you keep scrolling back and looking at your pictures when you were younger, looking at your wrist and your ankle joint, and then looking at the speed at which your fat loss is coming off at, right? It's more mesomorphic in nature. So
Well,
after the fact that you know that there's meaty metabolism, bone structure is one way, another way, it really comes down to the macros. So watch this. We all know that protein, carbon, fat are the macros we need, okay? Now, sometimes people don't understand the difference, but carbs and fat both give you energy. The mesomorph can do a little better with carbs versus the endo because the endo's got a very slow metabolism. And if the endo overseeds carbohydrates or the mesomorphic person, they're going to always store faster. They're going to have a harder time losing because the metabolism is slower. So when you're looking at it from a standpoint of macros, right? Look at the ecto, and this is based on Precision Nutrition, which is a world-renowned nutrition certification by Dr. John Berardi, and these are his exact images from the protocol. So it's nothing like I came up with it because I wanted to just come up with stuff from my ass. If you look at the difference in protocol, we need 2 palms of protein for the meso, we need 2 palms of protein for the ecto. We need 2 palms of protein for the endo. So boom, we all need the same. Now look at the bottom number fat. 1 for the ecto, because David's problem isn't fat, it's carbs. The guy runs through food. The meso is at 2. Look at the endo. The endo can triple up on the fat. Look at the carb, the 1 cup of potato dense here. And this doesn't mean um, one per one meal. Like if you have to kind of summarize an endo's meal, they need protein, 2 palms worth. They need 2 fists of veggies. But the carb is 1 cup's hand. Look at the meso. You see how it's got a starch and a fruit? So they're able to play around more with them. So like if you're looking at a big dude like Justin, and Justin's like, well, I'm going to cut out all carbs. Well, that's not going to really work well because we need starch, we need fruit. Now, if you said, Dimitri, I'm going to cut out one, choose it, I would say cut out starch every day, all day, and go with fruit. But if he's not going to eat as much fruit that he needs to sustain his amount of carbs per day, he might as well have a slice of bread somewhere in there or a little bit of rice or some quinoa or some beans because he's going too low. So for you now, what we're going to look at doing is this. I'm going to share with you. Did that kind of give you an answer or no?
yeah and no. I've also noticed some other differences too. Like, for example, the breakfasts for the
Yeah.
endo tend to be somewhat larger, like 400 to 500 cal. Um,
Well, the
and
X
carbs
here,
are
here's
avoided.
another way to look at it then. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you. Watch this. Mezzo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meals. Okay, if they wanted to.
Okay.
We want to bring this down to 4. Okay. Watch the other difference now. You see how you go breakfast, protein? It's got to be for sure a veggie carb, got to be every day, right? Now, you were doing that before too, but the only difference is based on the meso's body, height, frame, we can also provide them with carb for breakfast. Here, they get starch at lunchtime. They can do a little bit as a snack. And again, meal number 4, a little bit as a snack. So the meso can control a little bit more fruit and carb than the endomorph. The endomorph has so much body fat that it's like, why are we going to give them additional carbs when they really want to suck it off their body for energy? Because fasting is the first process of burning fat off your body. Now, fasting, the tool, isn't done properly with the world. That's why people get worse when they fast sometimes, or they lose muscle because they're still not doing it properly based on timing, proper macros, and training. But if you want to look at what's going to be different now with you, you do not want to look at it from this point or from a number standpoint. You want to look at it from this standpoint. I'm going to share my screen. Look at it from a personal trainer standpoint. I go in here and I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to scroll back and I'm going to look at a 2-week cycle. And I'm going to be like, is the human moving? Monday's moving. Tuesday, cardio. Wednesday, cardio class. Thursday, cardio. Friday, cardio. So the human is moving, but they're not. You see the blue ones, which are weight training or CrossFit a class? If it was weight training, core cardio, weight training, core cardio, weight training, which is 3 days of weights and then 2 days of cardio, that tells us that based on that level of volume of workout, he stressed his body harder. This tells me that although you are active, we don't have as many weight training days. So if the results don't speak the same as they did last week or last month, when you had more weight training days, we know why. Because you weren't burning as many calories. So we go through, we look at, okay, jump rope, running, walking, good, good, good. So this guy's moving. Sunday's moving, Monday's moving, Tuesday's moving, Wednesday's a class, Thursday's cardio walking, Friday walking, Sunday class. So we look at the frequency. Is it 3, 4 divided by 7? Okay. 5 divided by 7? Ah, better. 6 divided by 7? Ah. So we look at that. Number 1, frequency. Number 2, you go to here, steps, and you're like, what has changed with this guy? Because, and just so you know, while you're in this view, if you tap on steps at the top, it can open up, sorry, when you go to weight, it can show you all the different changes that you need to from one shot. So if I go to weight and I go to here, okay, 231, bang, 194. So if 194 is my best, and now realistically speaking, because you did a downwards like drop of fat loss, consistent success, you need to be prepared for this little bit of a bump. And this mentally should not affect you because the next bump from 201 down is back to 200, 199, because you just kept coming down, 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 down. Whereas a lot of people, it's down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, down. It's always they lose a bit, they gain a bit, they lose a bit. So yours is slashed down, then went up. Next, I go here. In September 15th, what was his percentage at? September 15th, 21. Now it's at 21. So should we be upset? No. Let's go to lean mass. What was it in September? 153. Yo, he's at 158 now. So we can't get mad like a fool who just looks at the scale, who's uneducated and says, I gained weight. I'm a fucking retard. I might as well start drinking beer and eating shit again. No. You go to fat mass. You go to 41, 43. Okay. We got Here we go, from 40 to 43. So we got 3 pounds up in fat, but we also went 153 to 5 pounds of lean mass. There's your fucking 8 pounds, bro. So now the smart Julian, who's going to come back and crush it and get shredded at 185, is going to say, when I went from 194 to 201, it's nothing because that increase of 6.5 pounds was a mixture of muscle and fat. Now, you following me so far, bro? Julian, still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm
Okay,
listening.
good. So now the most important one, we go to percentage. I don't know about you, but I would not be upset at all from 20.9 to 21 when I start at 37. That's fucking horrible. That's
Yeah,
non-acceptable. So your crown, basically, your Spartan shield, your helmet, it got dented. Now you're like, hold on a second, bro. Let me fix my helmet. Let me fix the fur. And you're going back to war. Here's the big kicker now. Bang. And this is when, if you follow tracking your food, for those of you who are watching this in the replay, you'll recognize the problems. So look at that. What's wrong, guys? What do you guys see as a trend? Someone spit it out.
He's either not eating enough or he's not tracking.
Yes. And
okay.
if he's not eating enough, this is going to be a problem because the body's going to say, "Okay, you gave me 1500, but bro, you used to give me this and this and this. Watch this." Boom, boom. So he was consistently over his calories, but he's still dropping fucking fat. So this is where recipes don't make a difference. Although there's recipes for the ecto, for the endo, now it comes down to when you're putting the shit in your mouth, if it's trackable, what's the macros at? So even though you did 3,000 calories one day, and you ate like me, doesn't matter. Your protein was really, really, really high. And I think when I spoke to you and I said, hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we trim your protein down to 193? And then that's going to suck away some excess calories, which can probably help you break your plateau. You go here and then boom. So if I were to look at this from a coach's eye, I would say, hey, one, he's forgetting to track some meals. Happens after a while of being a rock star when you're tracking because you're like, you know what? I'm already down 20, 30%. It doesn't matter. Here he was higher. So when you don't give your body carbs, you try to pull them down and you pull the protein, you're driving to Montreal with a half a tank of gas and you're just praying to God, you're going to make it on neutral. And then look at your fat. Amazing, 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 amazing. Bang, 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 bang. So what's happened is, and even if you look at your total macros, they're still really good, but look at the percentage. 42, 24, 34. Great. 45, 16, 39. 16's too low. 43, 23, 34. Great. 38, 26, 36. Not bad. 37, 29. Getting there. A little high. Bang. That was one day that's high. But look how many. You went like 5 days perfect. Okay. 41%. 12, too low. 12, too low. So that's how you break your plateau by looking at all the metrics and saying, I know. So my marching orders to him right now, and I'm basically going to like mark his name off as if I just gave him the secret to the program, um, Julian, and I'm going to mark this down, which is going to be one. Write this down, bro, if you got paper and pen.
Uh,
Um, we need
and just looking for a sheet here. Got it.
non-negotiable. We need a non-negotiable, I would say 4 days of lifting. Because you're too advanced now and your body's so used to lifting, it's either going to
Yeah.
be blue from the app or it's CrossFit classes. If you have to choose between doing cardio, core, or a class or workout, try to get the first four from the workout if possible, or the app. If you can't come to the gym, who gives a shit? Do 3 workouts of the app, then add your extras because you can't get the same response from 1 or 2 days of free weights and 4 days of cardio than you would have from 4 days of weights and 2 days of cardio. Number one. Number two, go back to logging and take your numbers and use a calculator. So let's go 193. I'm going to call it 200. Let's go 195 divided by 4 meals. It's 48 a meal. Okay. So now if I go back in here and I go back a few days, we want to audit breakfast 64. Check. Now that carb was, now I know the timing is off, and this is where if the timing is off, I don't know where to guess. Like, did he have that meal? That was his first meal. That was the second meal, right? So
Breakfast.
if you were gonna have breakfast and you're not
Yeah.
working out, you don't need that carb. Not
Yeah.
at all. So you did a great job, right? Then I go
Yeah,
to the next.
and the timing's off because Dimitri, if you like if you just instantly add a meal at a certain point of the day, and you
Yeah,
take
at
it from
that
your
time.
favorites, yeah, it will be at that time.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's
So
fine. I know that. That's why I go through it. But then I'm like,
yeah,
okay, this was a light eating day, right? Boom, some protein powder. I like
yeah,
this one. Yep.
yeah. So I'm still in a way like you're probably looking back in here too. Yeah, I'm still kind of doing endomorph diet stuff. So that's where it's
So
kind of gonna be a little bit.
don't be so chintzy on the carb because you see that
Yeah.
56 remaining. We need to get it to like maybe 10 remaining. Because I want you having, let's say 90 carbs, 95 minimum, right? And then you solve your program. So it's going to be one, the workouts, make sure you don't miss 4 of the weight training. 2, meet your protein goal first before everything. And then 3, if I go to steps and I'm like some days high, some days low. So if we average them out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of, let's say, 14 days. Just tell yourself, okay, over the next 14 days, I'm going to go 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9 versus 10, 2, 14, 3. I'd rather they all be like 1,000 more, but higher versus high then low then high then low, right? Sound good for you, bro?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Nice. Who's next on the list? Who's got a question they want me to break through and I can go through their app? We've got time for one more. Anybody stuck? Anybody feel that they want to break through anything?
Well, am I doing too much cardio? How about that question? Because I spin every morning, but I still lift weights like 4 or 5 times a week.
Okay, so let me go through yours if you're okay, just because I want to give you factual stuff.
There was a week where I didn't track because I was up in Blue Mountain. It was too hard to try and figure out what I didn't have any way of measuring anything. So
I just love the sound of Blue Mountain. Every time I've been there, I've had such good memories. Whether it's winter, whether it's I love Blue Mountain. Okay, so we go to this guy. We go back, bang. Okay. So blue, green, 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 and hockey. So I'm going to consider hockey on ice, right?
yep.
Yeah, that's a workout. Another blue, cycling, class. So okay, I know he's training. There Monday, bombarded it, boom, 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 boom. Tuesday bombarded it, pictures. Wednesday bombarded, and we're still going to go. So I know he's moving. I don't got to worry. Next steps, boom. So interesting. So we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. So 5 days here. So what he could try, if he wanted to, is he could do 2 things. He could say, I'm not going to do a double one day, but if I don't do a double, the non-negotiable is 10K step. Because here, let's say he did a morning cardio and he did Like, for example, if I had to ask you any of these days, the 18th or 12th, do you remember if you did a double?
I can't see the for some reason I'm only seeing this. I don't see the screen that you're sharing.
Oh, do you guys see the screen right now or no? Let me share. Hold on. Share.
There you go.
Okay. Could you guys all see the screen when I was talking about Julian's program?
Yep.
Okay, good. So if I were him, I'd be like, okay, well, on some days that I don't get below 8, if he does a double, which I can guarantee you, bang, that's a double. Okay. So that's November 5,
It was three actually.
4, see? November 5 and 4. So watch this. I go here and I'm like, see November 4, November 5. So something must have been off with the step count that day. But at 14K, if there's a day where he doesn't feel like doing the morning cardio, he can just say, well, I'm going to do a workout and get 10K steps. And now he's evened out a control variable that's going to be positive, right? If he can get all his days to be more consecutive at 9, and if I go back a week, watch this. I'm going to go with, see this view, 3 months. So now check that out. If I took a ruler and I put it right underneath that 8K line, I can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's only got 12 days under the 8K step. He's got way more above it. So then he can come up with a rule and just say, okay, well, if I'm looking at September to October, in this month, I only had 1, 2, maybe 2.53. Okay, so then in a month, my non-negotiable is 3 days below 10K. So now he's setting a new standard, which doesn't mean he has to work out so bloody hard, because if he keeps that standard across, it's still going to be a good volume of change. Then I'm going to go here and I'm going to be like, okay, where are we starting at 248? Boom. 238. I love it. And then we just had was that like the went away. So now I go to percentage, boom, 33 down to 28, and then we popped up to 30.4. Let me see. Did we gain lean mass or fat mass? Lean mass, boom. Slight drop, okay, 1 or 2 pounds, not crazy. He still started at 166. He's still like, higher. Then I go to fat mass. Bang. So there we go. There was only that little glimpse. And what was that little glitch there, bro?
Oh, that was the weekend because we went out. We were downtown for Saturday night, and I probably overate.
I can't believe how fast. This is the beauty of genetics, man. See how fast that is? And David's probably looking there saying, bro, I do that every weekend and it doesn't even work. And I do it on a weekday, like even tonight. I had a full meal and I had extra carbs on top of it. And now after this call, I'm gonna go eat again because I'm hungry, right? But there's easy ways to look at tracking. And what I want you guys to remember is from now till December 31st, there's so much time to crush it, but come up with standards that you're gonna go by. And if I had to choose 3 standards in process of order of operation, it's gonna be workout first. Because I know that when you work out and you're lifting weights and training and running and doing cardio, you're forced to kind of eat clean and log your meals, and you're forced to eat protein, and you're forced to pay attention. When you don't work out, you skip shit. Number one, get your bloody workout done. The protein will find itself over 24-hour period. Then number two, I would say make your protein goal hit, because like one of the guys who just came back to me today, he came back from a hernia surgery and he's going to train with Adam again. And he's like, well, I'm going to ease off on the training and not lift as much because I'm coming back. And I'm going to kind of, ease off in the eating too. I'm like, no, bro, you need to be getting 190 grams of protein per meal per day, every day, because now you're trying to heal after surgery. Your immune system's weak. So we want to make sure that that's going to be your second goal. And then your third goal, I would say that 10 minutes of planning. Go back every day. Half the people I speak to that fail every month, they've never done this. They've never taken 5 minutes to just go through and be like, did I wake up and do content creation on Tuesday morning at 6 and 7? Guess what? I didn't. And I didn't for the second Tuesday in a row. So I'm going to tell you guys something. Watch this. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go cut because it didn't work. So cut, and I'm going to paste it Thursday or right here. Online check-ins right there. Now I'm not going to make the same fucking mistake again. Because there's someone that one person in the group, I can't remember who it was, and I said, what made you make the changes? She goes, oh, Zofia. She's dropped weight, dropped percentage of body fat. She's been training for a long time, ups and downs. And I go, what made you make the change? She goes, you said something to me in one of my check-ins, and you said, stop, don't make the same mistake twice. So every time I kept going on board saying, yo, your step count's at 7,800, 10,000. Can we make it 12, 10,500? Boom. She didn't make the mistake again. She's like, oh, Justin, 23 days of 10K steps. That's nuts, right? It's nuts. So that's what I would say to get involved with, because when you plan, when you go back to your goal, when you look at your day, Scott can look at his day and be like, yo, I can't do it tomorrow morning. I can't do it either at lunchtime too. And shit, at nighttime, I can't go to the studio because I got to do something to work. Oh, well, I'm going to get 10K steps in. So when I drive to work, I'm going to park 5, 10 minutes away and walk. And then midday, when I go to that meeting, I'm going to park further and then park further. That's the best thing I would say to do in terms of keeping yourself in line. Workout, get that done. Your protein goal per day, and you can always hit it by adding an extra bloody shake in with 2 scoops of protein powder. It's super simple. Super simple, right? I dumped these in there. Any other questions you guys got?
Yeah, I got another one.
Let's go.
Muscle recovery. How the heck do you do it? Because let me tell you, if I'm gonna go hard like this, like get these 3, 4 hard lifting days in, I gotta be able to have a body to do it. So how can we recover our muscles?
Perfect.
Any special
I'll
tips
tell you
or tricks?
exactly. Foam roller, number one. The personal masseuse that costs you no money. I got a foam rolling video, a full video that I can pull up for you guys right now and put in the chat. That's what I love about resources. Foam.
Goggins mindset? Scott, sorry.
What's that?
Scott posted something in the chat.
So I just put in the chat a YouTube video.
Oh.
Think a 26-minute foam rolling, like follow along. But you need to be, when you're training more frequently, like we are, you need to be foam rolling, stretching. Like it may sound weird, but when I'm in the kitchen, my foot's on my island and my toes back, and I'm stretching my hamstrings large over and over again, over and over again. I'm in the kitchen a lot, so why not stretch my hamstrings out? Right? But you got to be able to do that and sleep. If you guys are getting like less than 6 hours of sleep, you ain't gonna grow, you ain't gonna burn fat. So
So
sometimes
what I
if
can
I
tell you,
wake
I
up,
do for soreness. Like I'm 48 years old. I played hockey for an hour and a half last night. I got up this morning at 5:30 and I got on my bike at 6 for 20 minutes. And I'm not sore today. Soreness is just in your head. Like
right? And if he even if he had lactic acid buildup, he's telling his body for 20 minutes, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna work you up. I'm gonna make the blood move around. You're
I
gonna
didn't
pick
go
up
hard.
lactic acid and get rid of it.
I just got my heart rate into the 90s, low hundreds for 20 minutes. That was it.
Because he's hot and he's sweating, his body's excreting that natural breakdown process. And if he puts a 5-minute stretch at the end, he's done. He's not going to be sore. versus what I did today wasn't good. I'm super sore. I'll hit the foam roller now. I'm done my day. I can sit back, chill, watch some CNN. But I in my foam rollers, the one with the spikes on it.
Yeah.
So like
Oh,
you feel it.
okay. I was gonna say, can you send the link to either like the ones you got in the studio or the ones you have? Because I'd love to get one.
I can't hear you. Say it again.
Yeah, can you send a link to the one, either the ones you have or the ones in the studio, so we can, like, I can get one?
Yeah, I just put one in here. I just put a little for the video. Yeah, I'll put the one. I got the let me see on here. Foam.
Not the video, but like the exact one you use, or
Yeah, watch
the
this.
ones
I'll
that
show
came out.
you.
Those are great ones.
The ones I thought we had more. This is the one here I bought from Amazon. It's spiky. I'm gonna put the link right now for you guys. It hurts. Look at that.
Wow, that's like
That's a
yours, but
foam
like
roller. And I
super
put it
slick.
on my neck. I lie back on my neck and I really crush it.
Wow.
And I really give myself pain
Oh,
when I use it. I just put it in there. I'm actually gonna add that to our group chat resources.
wow.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this call. If you guys have any people that are interested in either starting a fitness program, going to the gym, whatever it is, we have our 14-day challenge starting Friday. If they pop in a few days later, they can. They'll get access to the app. So if any of you guys have family overseas, I don't give a shit where they are, or at your job and they're complaining, my back hurts, whatever, they can either come to the gym and they can do the classes with Coach Kia in the evening and or they can follow the app. They're going to be on a Zoom call with me. I'll go through the program, what they need to do. 14 days, try to help people out. But I'm going to put here foam roller link. And that's it, man. If you have any people that are interested in doing any training, either the studio, like I know Julian, you mentioned to us one of your guys wanted to come try it out. If they decide to join, we add you guys in our referral contest from now till the end of November. And you can win like 8 free training sessions, 4 months of membership, classes, food delivery. Oh, dumbbells. I got a brand new pair of Bowflex dumbbells that I got 5 to 52 pounds. The adjustable ones we're giving away. So there's the link for that. I'm also going to get the link for the foam rolling video that I made. Copy, but so far you guys are crushing it, man. On foam roller video follow. Boom. All right. Any good series on Netflix that I should know if I should watch? Anybody watching anything good? It's worthwhile. Everybody's muted. Come off mute and give me a new series to watch.
Ball season, so I'm watching ball.
Which one?
It's ball season, so I'm watching basketball.
Oh, it's ball season. That's right. That's right. Who's gonna take it this year?
Can't ask me those
It's
questions.
too early, right?
Too early, brother.
I know the Raptors aren't off to the greatest start.
Raptors are trash.
Wow. That's okay. You know what? There's always next season.
Give him a couple years. Give him a couple years.
Boom, win wall. All right, homies. I'll see you tomorrow. I will see you guys on a call. I will see you guys in the studio. I will see you guys in Zoom. Until then, let's kick it. And if anyone is giving you I need to lose weight, I want to get jacked, just say, yo, hop on this free challenge. Ready to rock.
Oh,
Cheers.
one more thing
Yeah.
before we go. Scotty, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Awesome. Hey, buddy, I want to give you a special shout out for October. Buddy, your strats, right, on my zone?
Yeah.
Buddy, you got an extra special win here, okay? You came in fourth place on the leaderboard, behind three of our most strongest valiant Spartan identified women bite, which
Who did
means
who Tamara's first? Who was second?
I know I think it was Muscle M, which I think is Ade was first, Tamara second, you third, and then Strats has got to be you, right?
That's
Yeah.
him.
Buddy, you came in fourth. You're the top scoring male for October, man.
Well,
You got
nice,
a
good for
special
you.
win.
Yeah.
Well, I also missed a week.
And he missed a week too. There you go.
So yeah, that's a big special win, man. Add that to the notes, man.
Well, why is our group not all in first? Like, why is this group of guys not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
You know what? I want to see that happen too. Plus,
Like, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish in the top 3 this month.
Oh, I do want to see that happen, Scott.
Well,
God,
when I can do
man.
250 meps during playing hockey, it's not that hard.
that's it.
You can burn 1,200 calories in an hour and 15 minutes on the ice. So, and then you get on the bike and I'll do a 30 minutes hit workout and burn another 100. And then you just go to a class, get on the treadmill for 20 minutes, half an hour beforehand, just walking. So
There you go.
it's just effort.
That's the
That's all it
radio.
is. It's effort.
Dimitri, where can I find this document?
Good question. I'm gonna give it to you right now. I'll give it to all you guys. Anyone with the link is a viewer. So yeah, so when you get this link right now, before you guys hang up, I'll put it in the chat here. All you have to do is go to File and then make a copy and then save it. So then every week when I add the notes to it, if you ever miss a week, you can just click on here and you can watch it. I think I should put this right here. There you go. And then I'll do the same for this one. When I just got to upload this to YouTube and then, but these are private, so not everyone sees them. The only people see is the people in the group. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Guess what? Tomorrow's another day, and it's another day in the grind. I really want to see Justin keep up your streak, man. Keep it up. And then by Christmas time, we're gonna get Ronquillo up to 174.
Let's do it.
You should take some of the weight that all these guys are losing and fucking add it on.
But
Well, I want to be 230 by the end of the month. And then I want to be 225, but we're going to Mexico on the 19th of December. So I want to be in the 220s.
Yes, there you go. Take the lead. Let's do it.
I want to be able to wear the mankini. You know what I mean?
That's right. Borat style, like baby green.
Why not?
All right, guys. Have a great night, man.
Cheers. Have a good one.
See you then.
Thanks.
Now,
Take care.
All you Spartans. Keep on fighting, guys.
peace out.